Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, guys? Raven here, and this is going to be a bit of a different deck today. Usually we have gorgeous, amazing standard deck form, standard format deck, and this time it's gonna be still standard format, but it's going to be a budget deck. What do I mean by saying budget here? This is a deck today for brand new players that don't want to spend any money whatsoever. They want to spend only coins for theme decks or things there. And of course, if you want to spend money on decks, on stuff, you know, again, Trainer's Toolkit is a great purchase, of course, code for it, and the ADP Zacian, the battle deck currently, those are the two great purchases that will create your deck. But not everyone wants to spend the money, not everyone wants to go that way. So out of what is available in theme decks, I've created that list over here. So if you are an experienced player, well, that is not gonna be like a super fun thing for you, but to be honest, this is again for someone who just finished playing theme deck and wants to get that step higher, right? And wants to get that next step. And this is gonna be probably with the guide as well, right? So it's a new budget deck for the brand new players. I'm gonna tell you what cards you can put in, put out, no worries about that. So of course it's a Charizard, because of the Charizard theme deck. So you can have a Charizard with Leon in a theme deck. Also, if you get two theme decks for coins, only for coins, you'll have four Charizards, four of Leons. But you go like, well, Raven, Welder. Yes, there is a Welder in theme decks as well, and he's in the new to theme deck that is from Cosmic Eclipse. I'll show this right now, so let's go to the store. So you'll see that actually there is a Welder, even though yes, it is a budget card, you can get it for cheap. Not everyone wants to get it. So if you go right over here to that theme deck, it's Battlemind, you will go here and you will see there is a Welder. So if you want a Welder that way, you can get it that way, but I feel like, you know, it's a cheap enough card to actually get it on your own. But again, it is a possibility, so I'm gonna use that. The same goes to Audino. We're gonna use Audino because again, it is in theme decks, right? So this is a super budget deck for the brand new player. So let's take a look and let's go. So we got, instead of Jirachis, we've got Audino with Hearing. Usually you would want to play Jirachi, either Amazing Rare, maybe Stellar Wish, maybe something else. Here we got Audino. The deck doesn't play the Denays, doesn't play Crobats, because of course, the budget. You can't get it with coins, right? So no money, no budget deck, right there. If you'll get it, then you can cut Audinos. You can just play two Denays, one Crobat. You can do that. Then we got one Oranguru with Primate Wisdom and a line of 4/3/4 Charmander, Charizard, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. If you actually have rare candy, you can actually cut it right here and you can add one more rare candy. Then we got 4 Evolution Incenses, 2 Ordinary Rods with 4 Quick Balls, 4 Switches, 3 Viridian Forests, 4 Leons, again you can discard them with Viridian Forest, 3 Researchers, again it's in the theme deck, 4 Welders, it's in the theme deck, 3 Burning Scarfs, there are in the theme deck, 2 U-Turn Boards, again in theme decks, and 12 energy. That is it. If you want to play 4, you can. I usually go with 3 because we have 2 rods, so there's not a problem with that. Usually you're gonna set up like only 2, and you'll see it in the gameplay portion. Can this deck be good, and is this deck good? Actually it is. It can beat a lot of things, and by playing this deck you'll learn a lot of principles that will help you out in your Pokemon trading card game online career or in Pokemon trading card game career. So it is a super budget deck for brand new players, remember that, and only made with coins, from stuff you can get with coins. No IRL money involved, no codes, nothing, only coins here. Okay, that was the principle, that was the idea behind this deck. And now let's move on to the gameplay portion. We'll see exactly play by play how you should play it. So let's go. What is the I'm just gonna have to take one picture for that mother of the student. There you go. It's gonna be my bay. Yeah. Alright, so let's take a look what we can do here. Again, I feel like this is not a bad start. We got Leon. That's a mad party. Okay, I mean, sure, hearing. I can discard Leon. I'm gonna say consistent start, I would say. To be quite fair honest, I think that's a really consistent start. I can do a switch, get Audino again. Great. Pass. I mean, single strike is good when you can have two Hundums on a bench and you got an Urshifu. That is really good. Like, once, you know, you can set that up. Like, this is looking good. Night night love, hello, bye bye, night night. Don't let the ravens bite. Hey, let's be honest, that's a pretty good start right there. Okay. But they both need a lot of setup. Okay, hearing. Pass. Like, if you look at them both, and Alright, so the kid is lying to his mother. Right, I'm just gonna go. And you see, like, the kids are really dumb. Sometimes. Wait, I can't show the game behind. Like, they think, you know, the teachers are not gonna... So the kid... No, the kid didn't do his homework, but he told his mother that he did. So I'm trying to explain to his mother, like, hey, he didn't. Because he told his mother, like, no, I've done it. And I'm like, again, so I want, you know, I wanted to show her, like, hey, no, he did not. By the way, that's a great budget so far. That might end up in a video, actually. Bell Sense. I'm gonna grab Scarf. Okay, so yeah. But I like the fact that this mother went like, okay, Raven, I believe you, because he just told me, yeah, he didn't send you the English, but he sent the Polish, he tells me that. So I went to my email, and what I've done is just got this kid's email and like, hey, that's all I have from this kid. So that's why I did the photo. I'm like, yeah, no. I went like, this is a screenshot from Instagram, because sometimes they contact me through Instagram. No, there's nothing there. So I'm like, I can check spam folder. No, nothing in spam folder, right? So, I mean, come on, it's 21st century. If you really want to lie about stuff, at least, I don't know, like, if that would be IRL, right? Then, like, sometimes, you know, that they asked a thing about on Instagram, like, hey, because times are the you know, it is what it is. And they have an email to me, but also that they sometimes, you know, like, message me on Instagram is like, hey, sir, you know, does this word fit into this or something? You know, as a teacher, you have to, you know, really do it all. But, hey, by the way, we got a knockout. But when you have a kid that, like, really, you know, does that, like, come on, mate. Okay. Speaking of, I can just go with hearing, actually, here. I'm gonna just set up Audino. Like, 2 Audinos ready to go, and yeah. There's, like, no problem at all. But I can heal 30, so you know what, I'm gonna heal. So this, you know, of Bad Liar, yeah, I agree, Team Skull. Like, IRL, it's different. If he would go IRL, he would be like, yeah, I forgot my notebook. And I'm like, I can't do anything, right, to that. If he, you know, if he forgot to send me, I'll be like, alright, cool, you forgot. But hey, this is internet. Like, if you send, and I didn't receive it, but if you send the message, and you have the proof of sending it, I'm like, alright, cool. It's, you know, stuff happens. Great, right? I'm not gonna get mad, stuff happens, you know, sometimes the internet doesn't like us. We all went through it, right? So I'm like, yeah, cool. But if you have to do a bare minimum, right? Because they had like a month off. Yeah, I know, by the way, can we, yeah, look at that. Look at that. And research, getting that. And if the kids have to do like bare minimum and they're not even doing that and they're lying, it's really annoying. Because I told you how I do my classes, right? And none of them are like super hard. It's like, hey, play a video. Like, I gave a homework to my, you know, to the kids that I teach. Like, hey, you like video games, pick one, change all the languages to English, and then write me an essay about the game. Or just, you know, we're gonna have, and everyone's gonna speak about the game in English. How about that? That's a homework. Because I think it works because you learn more when you're playing games. You learn more when you're doing stuff that you actually enjoy. Right? There are some that are gonna read books because they enjoy that a bit more. There are some kids that are just learn more through playing video games. I don't care how, it's just like, just learn. I don't care about the method. Right? And I'm mad. I'm honestly mad. Yeah, and I can't find a rod, by the way, so that's gonna be interesting. Homework in my locker and went to my boys' locker and all the right at once. Yeah. I mean, like, the thing is, you know, when you say something like that, teachers will believe you if they've experienced, like, leaving it in a locker. Because I had a locker in my high school as well, because I was in a sports class, and yeah, I was a jock. I know, it's, like, it's a really... By the way, we've beat a mad party. It's a really weird thing to say, I know, especially for me, but I was a jock. So we had, you know, lockers, and the fact was, right? Roma was so fast. GG Janky, GG. So there was 2 of us for 1 locker, and if someone else didn't came, you know, or like left school earlier because of, like, you know, something happened or whatever, you know, there were instances like when, you know, like sprained ankle, or, you know, they had to go somewhere. You didn't always have the key, like, oh, you know, left in the locker. So they were like, cool, sure, bring it the next day, but it has to be 8 a.m. right? Then it was all cool. Alright, bring it on. Oh yeah, like last week. I feel like they've learned after last week, so they are just, you know, sending away some scouts and be like, alright, let's scout the territory. No, like... You see, this is the situations that I'm like shedding my ment here, because you give those students everything, and like literally everything you have, just so it's gonna be a nice experience for them to actually learn something. And, you know, again, like that kid, okay, yes, he had to write 5 essays. But they are in the class where they have to start writing essays, so they're gonna have great essays at their final exams. But they're like simple, like write an essay about your favorite video game or whatever, you know, like nice ones. And when you do that, and they're like, you're nice to them and everything, and there's always this one bad apple that annoys you, and you go like, ah, man. So like this kind of ruins my day, because I'm like, what I could have done differently for this specific student. So, you know, I feel like I'm, you know, again, I'm one of those teachers that do care too much about the students, and I want them to be someone. Not everyone can. Not everyone can. I think I just have to figure that out. But I know, like, that kid has like a different situation at home, right? Like, for example, he doesn't have a father, his mother is working all day, so she doesn't have really that much time for him. So again, you don't want to be a male genitalia to him. But if you're gonna do that, I mean, come on. But on the other hand, that's also the same student that couldn't cheat from Google, because he forgot that there's internet. Yeah, you want them to take the opportunities. Exactly. It's like, it's like, hey, I understand not everyone is, you know, born with equal opportunity. It happens, you know, I get it sometimes, you know, that's how it is life. But kind of life gave you a teacher like me. Really handsome, really good at what he does, and with a ton of passion to teaching. Use that. Like, I know if I would have had a teacher like that, man, I only had 2 teachers that were super passionate about what they were doing. One was a history teacher, and I still remember all of his lessons, and he was the one teacher that if he told you about a French Revolution, for example, he told that in a way like he was there and a witness. He was like passionate about it, like insanely. And there was another one, but he only lasted like 2 months, and he went like, no, I don't care about any students, like, get out. Yeah. Like, I got yesterday into an argument with a different teacher, because, like, one of my previous students, you know, went to a different school, and she texted me yesterday and was like, hey, sir, can you look at my essay? And I'm like, all right, you know, cool, yeah, sure. So I look at it, I'm like, okay, there are a few mistakes, but it's like 80%. It's cool. And she goes like, yeah, I got an F. And I'm like, what? So I send it to one of my old professors from college, university. He goes like, hey, that's like a college essay. And I'm like, yeah, she got an F. Yeah, that didn't end up well. Every time my son had a teacher like that, he lost them because they were... yeah. And one I hit it because the teacher had it out. Yeah, like that's the worst. Like that's like the most demotivating thing you can have. I switched. That I shouldn't, but okay. Let's take a look. Primate Wisdom. Okay, Evolution Incense. Hey, this deck is consistent. This deck works. All right. Oh yeah, I'm taking you. But you know what? I figured out, you know, you gotta have. It's super hard to find a teacher that is just passionate about what he's doing, and that actually knows that, hey, it's 21st century. The things you were teaching 10 years ago are not good anymore. And this is really hard to find. I was goody two-shoes in school. Oh, I can tell you that. I got targeted in high school for the first 2 years by English. Even better, I have an even better story. So when I was in middle school, that's how we call it. I got targeted by English teacher because I was really good at English. Like, again, I was learning through games and other medium, but I never went to her additional classes that I would have to pay for. So I always got harder version of tests, and she never gave me an A, right? Until, you know, my parents like went there and went like, what the hell, right? So that was that. In high school it was kind of the same with my Polish teacher. Oh, she hated me because all I wanted, like, I was good, but I hated the question, what does author meant? And I told her many times, well, author was probably drunk, but I always, you know, gave her proper answers. She gave me C- as my last grade from Polish. Again, I teach Polish, by the way, now, remember that. And she gave me a C- on my, like, as a final mark. On my final exam from Polish, when she was not in the commission, I went with 100%. And she saw me, she goes like, so you failed? I'm like, no, I have 100%. And, you know, I was not nice to her, which I should apologize after those 10, 12 years. Like, I'm sorry that I actually studied and applied. Nah. But it's a weird idea, you know, it's like a universal problem. Just getting a good teacher, you know? Hey, Rama, maybe your son's school wants Raven. I would gladly go to Australia. Or maybe team school, you know, I would gladly go to US. I would teach Polish, you know? Let me tell you that. That ain't a mistake, mate. No, but I can tell you there were a couple of times where I've actually looked at the job offers in Japan. I did done that a couple of times. But then I also figured like, well, yeah, Kavik is not gonna do well. Right. Right? No, they'll probably look at me, you know, at the airport and went like, "Who's that, mate?" No, 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 no. We got standards in Australia, like, get out. I'll be like, okay. Me as well. Me as well, mate. So that makes, excuse me, two of us. Come to Belgium. Nah. Nah, all good, Tom. All good. It's all in laughs. No, at the end of the day, I have to think about Kovac. Oh, I know. Okay, I made a mistake. I should have actually went with Welder on Oranguru. That's a huge mistake I've done. And I've made, so yeah. Not that good. That slap is gonna do nothing, but hey, burn is happening, so why not? Okay, so the problem... Wait, yeah, oh! I should have added escape rope. Oh no, we don't have it. Escape rope after Bell styles. Hey, I played against this guy already today. Yeah, I did. Yeah, ain't happening, you know, anytime soon. I can guarantee you that. Okay, so let's draw. Sure. I mean, I know I'm having my own battles, right? But hey, not to that point. And again, just to tell you, like, if that's the top streamer, well, that ain't good for the game. Because to be fair and honest, he's getting destroyed by a budget Charizard deck that doesn't even have a Welder. No Welder, but Boss Order, Rare Candy, and nothing, so... And last time, this morning, I almost beat him with Zatu, but I didn't actually drew the last energy. Okay. I don't have time. I know that. But you know what also this means? That the budget version that we've created works. And that's what matters to me, to be honest. We've created a budget deck and it works. Which is great. Like, that's all I wanted from this deck, to work the way I would want it to. And again, okay. So we got Charizard, Ball Sense, and Royal Blaze. Okay, Marnie. So he's gonna draw. He's gonna be left with like 4 cards, right? And he's, yeah, 4 cards. You have a crack in your desk, and you've probably done it with your hand. Presumably. No, because I'm hitting for 70. Actually, I'm for 40, but he's also burned. Yeah, that burn is gonna kind of get me. No, I mean, I'm gonna try to do something. Wait, because he used the GX already. I know that. Yeah, I can't burn him, unfortunately. So that's not gonna cut it. Yeah. So again, this close, but let's be honest, with all the respect, that game should have ended like 15 moments ago. But what this showcases is the budget deck that we've made without candies, without boss's order, without a ton of things you would have, is really good. Like, to be fair and honest. So yeah, Vass, you face my super budget deck for people that just finished off with theme decks and wanted to go further but have no budget at all, no money at all, and no anything at all. So yeah, you just showcased that it actually is a pretty decent deck, so thank you so much. But come on, mate. Come on. You had the game like 2 times. And there you have it, right? Brand new players, welcome to the game. That's your probably going to be first standard deck. I'm going to update the guide, so this video is going to end up in the guide itself, so you actually will have that there. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like that, you know, for more decks. And there's a 5% discount code down there below in the description that you can actually use for codes, right? And the TCG player code as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye, good night, have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care. Bye.